DoubleTake Diaries. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Double Take Diaries. You already know who it is. It's Sinz. Yeah. And I'm so happy, so blessed, and so honored to be back here with y'all on the couch. You already know. I want to send a huge shout out and salute to all the new people who've been subbing the page, subbing the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've been seeing y'all comments. I'm so happy that y'all are enjoying the content, man. And we back with another one for your head top. Now, I told my motherfucking self that I wasn't going to cover nothing Kanye West was talking about. Because to me, Kanye West is... he a little twisted. I ain't going to lie to you. He a little twisted. He a little off. I don't know what's going on with that man. His latest tweets have been more than concerning. Even the tweets prior to his latest tweets have been more than concerning. But I'm at a place now where I'm like, okay, everybody's always like, Kanye West is doing this for attention. He's doing this because he has a release coming up, and this is the only way he knows how to, gain interest into what it is he got going on. This can't be the only reason why this man is saying the things that he is saying. Now, everybody in the world knows that Kanye has not fucked with Jay-Z for a long time. We all knew that. We all know that. If you don't know that, then you living under a rock. I don't know what to tell you. But his latest tweets are so diabolical that I legit, I am baffled. I'm like, this could not be for a rollout. Like, I know, okay, it could be. Okay, so he has his new album that he's getting ready to release, and it's called Bully. Now, I don't know if he thinks that this form of promo, or if he feels like he can bully and intimidate. I don't know if he thinks these tweets got people feeling like he bullying them, or I don't know what his angle is. But Kanye caught himself talking about Beyoncé and Jay-Z's youngest children, and he was using slurs against them. I'm not gonna say it because if I say it, they're gonna fuck up the video. I'm not even gonna say it. And then he also spoke down on IVF and blamed IVF as a reason why Beyonce and Jay-Z's two smallest children are a word that starts with an R. I ain't gonna say it. Now, this is a man who has children. Kanye West got children. So to speak on another person's children, and to say the things that he said, it really baffled me. Like, it really blew my top back. But it also made me realize that this is a person who came and told you that they were bipolar. He said he was bipolar. And in more recent times, he came back and told you that he was misdiagnosed. He's not bipolar, that he's autistic. Now, I ain't laughing. At people who are dealing or battling with, bipolarism, or people who are autistic. I have an autistic nephew. But the fact that this 47-year-old man would hide behind autism is so shameful. Would use autism as a reason why he can't control his motherfucking mouth or mind. Clearly, there is something going on with him, but I don't know. This feels more like a psychotic break. I feel like let's look at it for what it is. Kanye West is one of the most famous rappers of his era, of his time, right? And we are now looking at a 47-year-old rapper who can't evolve. He's so stuck. He's so stuck that in order for him to gain any form of attention around what it is he's doing creatively, he has to tear other black people down. On one hand, he wants to sell you black independence and black liberation and black wealth, but on the other hand, he's tearing down black people to do it. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense for Kanye as a 47-year-old rapper to look at a Kendrick Lamar and say, I don't like none of your music. You don't have one good verse. All because Playboi Carti put him on his album and didn't put you. Like, look at that. Look at the mindset of this 47-year-old man. Weaponizing his mental health issues in order to validate what it is he's saying. He's saying because I am bipolar or because I am autistic, I can talk this way about someone's juvenile children. I can talk this way about anybody. Like, I'm crazy. Kanye, the things he's doing it's hella concerning. Putting his young daughter on a track with Diddy the Diddler. Now, I mentioned in one of my videos that I will not be covering anything as it pertains to Sean Puffy Combs. I will not be covering none of that. That man is a monster. That man is a demon, and I will not be covering anything in regards to him. But Kanye been out here advocating for Diddy's freedom. We all seen the Cassie video. If you watch that Cassie video and somehow think that Puff Daddy didn't do the things that are alleged against him, you just don't want to see the truth. Or you have those same demons, those same monsters living within you. I don't know how we get to a place in culture where the elders are strung out like this. To me, this is a man who, he's no different than an addict. His addiction is fame in regards to Kanye West. You know that old saying, fame is like a drug. And this, it's not just, this just real. Like, you are looking at someone who, if he doesn't get his daily dose of people on his dick, he could tell he doesn't feel worthy. He feels insufficient. He feels strung out. Like, you can feel he needs that hit of fame in order to, as a pick-me-up. That's what he using fame as. Because nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. You put your daughter, your juvenile daughter, on a song with someone accused of R-wording little girls and boys. It don't make no sense. The Through the Wire rapper is far removed from that era. From College Dropout. This is not the same Kanye. You really have to think, this is a man who made a whole quote-unquote gospel album. Like, Kanye, your mother is rolling in her grave right now. If your mother was alive, you wouldn't even be behaving this way. I am so certain that you wouldn't even be behaving this way. It's beyond embarrassing. It's absolutely disgusting. And you have children, you have young boys, you have young girls that I don't know if you're really raising them like that or how active you are in your children's life, but what are your children supposed to make of this behavior? It's not a good look. It's not a good look for a man at your mature age to be behaving this way. And you wealthy. You're supposed to be a pillar for the youth, someone they can look to. But you a monster. You a whole monster weaponizing mental health to get away with the shit that you're getting away with. Nah, Kanye, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm not the biggest fan of Jay-Z or Beyonce. I have my own thoughts and opinions on them. But children are children. And you violating children, we ain't with that. We ain't for that. That's why you would fuck with someone like Diddy the Diddler. That's why you would co-sign his behavior. Because you think it's okay to violate people. It's not okay to violate people, especially innocent people. That's not when do we start standing on that? That's not hip hop. And you come from an era of hip hop. Like that's not what we champion. We not doing that, Kanye. You are embarrassing, fam. You are destroying your own legacy. And for what? To what will you gain? I always knew heavy was the crown, but Kanye, that crown is about to bury you, bro. Like this is unfortunate. Him trying to hate on all these rappers is, personally, just to me, you look like the bitter old nigga who just mad because your shit ain't connected no more. And instead of sitting down and really making great music and evolving and growing and maturing, you rather put up all these smoke screens and all these antics. And I always pose this question. I'm gonna pose this question every chance that I get. Do y'all believe? Do y'all think that we should, at this point in time, we should allow hip hop to mature? Is it time to allow hip hop? Is it time to allow rap music to mature? They say rap is a young nigga sport. And the reason why they say that, I'm going to say it to you again, is because the powers that be can control those undeveloped minds. So I'm asking y'all again, do y'all think it's time that the culture allows rappers, rap music, the culture to mature? Because as a result of us not allowing the culture to mature, the music to mature, rappers are dying. We have 50-year-old rappers that can't grow, that are stagnant, that are stuck, that are pushing hate, that are pushing poison. Right? We have a generation of young niggas coming into the game that don't have no will to live, that don't have no respect for life, that aren't even living long enough to see the influence they hold. Right? That are going to jail. There's an agenda right now. Like, niggas is getting locked up left, right, and center. Rap niggas is going to jail left, right, and center. That's no accident. There's an agenda right now. That's what helped to amplify Kendrick's moment even bigger, beyond, Not Like Us, even bigger than the beef. It's the message in his music. It's what he stands for. It's the fact that this man is showing you how beautiful it is when rap matures. When the mind of a rapper develops and matures. Right? He's feeding you, feeding the culture. Right? And with that being said, like, it's unfortunate to see the downfall and decay of Kanye West, but I think it's time that we just allow Kanye to fade out like the rest of these weirdos. Right? Don't allow the fact that someone has that much influence to impact how you look at them when they are poisoning the well. Right? We got to set the bar higher. We got to have higher standards for the people we allow to dictate what culture is. You feel me? And if you are 47 years old, that don't mean you can't rap. That don't mean you can't influence culture. But you have a responsibility for the things you do and say. Man, it's time It's time for hip hop to mature. We gotta let rap mature. Because we see what's happening when it doesn't mature. You have to understand the powers that be have tricked you into thinking this way, into loving this kind of destructive behavior from these artists. Because they profit off of it. The prison complex profits off of these young niggas getting locked up. It's big business. You heard Tory Lanez's dad on Guide Me Through the Storm. $83,000 per head in prison. They making off these these inmates every time they're getting locked up, right? And what's influencing the young niggas to go out here and rob, kill, shoot, and steal, and all this crazy shit? The music. It's as simple as that. That's how powerful rap music is and being an artist is. So Kanye West, at your mature age, we gotta cancel you. Hit the cancel button on this nigga. And with that being said, you already know who it is. It's Sinz. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of DoubleTake Diaries. Remember to dot your I's and cross your T's, because shit is getting real out here. And we